Hello and welcome back. I'm Roogs. Welcome to my channel. Diddly-ling. For real, I think I'm going to start that doing like a little Disney thing. The beginning. Um, so yeah, I've done a couple of heavy episodes here past couple of days. Yeah, you're gonna get it all here, folks. Um, I wanted to talk today about making mistakes and being human and failing and what that means to me. I would like to say, after I had been watching my past couple of videos, I would like to say I am not a licensed therapist. I am not a licensed counselor. I can put links down below where if you need some real help, if you're in search of some real, genuine therapy and counseling, we can certainly try and help you get some, but this is not what this is about. This is me having some honest conversations about myself, who I am, what I've gone through. And so please don't take any of this as I have it all figured out, that I have got it all put together, or that I even am that I am even capable of fixing you. I'm not. I am not licensed. I just know, through my many years of therapy and my many years of counseling and just living life and screwing up enough times, of sort of what's worked for me and sort of how I have gone about trying to fix myself. I can't fix you. I'm certainly still not fixed. I don't have it put together, and I've made a lot of mistakes. So let's get into them. So, with that being said, let's talk about mistakes and failing, and um, just the perceived need to be perfect. Um, I grew up in a very Southern conservative household. There is nothing wrong with that. But this was, and the South still is, there was always this sense of perfection that you had to have. You had to have the perfect family, and you had to have the perfect job, and go to the right church and date the right people. And it was a clear right and wrong. And I spent I have spent my entire life just trying to be perfect. And in that, I have made a lot of mistakes. And my first mistake was trying to be perfect, because no one's perfect. Me trying to be perfect ruined me, because it's an unattainable goal. It's an unattainable thing to be perfect, because no one is perfect. You are always going to make mistakes. You are always going to mess up. You're going to screw up. Life is messy and life is chaotic, and life will throw you freaking pandemics. Like, life will throw crap at you, and you'll trip and fall, and you'll embarrass yourself, and you'll do all these things. And I constantly, and still it is something I struggle with every day. You can ask anyone over at Dondero Streams, or anyone that I work with, or anyone when I am showing them my work or my projects. Um, it, it I'm There's a lot of times where I've had this conversation with John, and I'm like, he's like, that's a great idea. Why don't you do it? And I'm going, well, what if it doesn't work? What if it's not perfect? What if people hate it? He goes, so do you like doing it? I'm like, yeah. And he goes, so do it. Let's do it. And I'm afraid of failing. I'm afraid of making mistakes. I'm afraid of looking stupid. I am afraid of making mistakes because I have this deep, deep psychological thing. I don't even know what to call it. Psychological hang up in my head that I have to be perfect. I have to be a certain weight. I have to look a certain way. I have to say the right things. And when I don't, I will literally lie in bed and I will go over that thing in my head over and over and over again. And I will relive that embarrassment and I will relive that mistake and I will over and over and over again. And I will go, how could I have done this differently? And I will relive that mistake sometimes for days, sometimes for years. There are things that I think back now and just cringe. Um, yeah. People spend a lot of energy trying to be perfect. Have you noticed that? People on YouTube and Instagram and Snapchat and filters, and why do you think Photoshop and all, why do you think on all your phones you can download 20 different apps to clear your skin and suck your gut in and make your butt look bigger, which by the way, when did that become popular? Shit, I'm a little behind. I mean, God, to make you look younger and prettier and your eyes bigger and the filters. And on top of that, not only do you have those things where it's trying to make you as your physical appearance look better now, and we on social media, we have the perfect boyfriend, the perfect single life, the perfect family, the perfect vacation, the perfect whatever, the perfect baby announcement, the perfect house and the perfect car. And look at my life is so great. And my cute little dog. And I'm sure your dog is really, really cute, but he just pooped on your carpet and yet you're taking a pretty picture. And I don't know about anybody else. Is anybody else sick and freaking tired of that? I mean, I know we are. We have a bunch of psychological articles out there. And yes, I do read them because I think psychology is fascinating. I think the human mind is fascinating because it's so screwy. Um, it's so imperfect in its perfection and it's crazy. I don't even know if you can use the word crazy anymore, but I am. We're hitting a hard truth. I'm being completely honest with you. I wish I were perfect. I'm not going to lie to you. I wish I were skinny, the right amount of skinny, not the too skinny, the perfect amount of skinny. I wish I was the perfect amount of creativity. Wish I was the perfect wife and the perfect mom. And I really do wish that stuff. Just because I wish it, just because I want it, just because it's something I often look at and feel bad about. um, doesn't mean that I'm not realistic. Okay, so I want to be a certain weight. Well, that takes work, but I'm not going to kill myself if I don't get there. I'm so sick of trying to be perfect. I'm going to be I'm turning 39 this year and then I'll be turning 40 soon. Sooner than I like. I still got a year and some odd months, but still, it's there. It's staring at me. And I think to myself, I don't have the perfect life. I don't have the perfect body. I don't have the perfect skin. I am not young anymore. And I I don't know. I like my job. I do like my job, but I'm not in this dream career. And is my life over because I'm not perfect? And here I am feeling a disconnect from those people. And I think maybe that's why it's maybe this video is, I don't want you to think I have it all figured out, because I don't. And I'm not perfect. And I'm actually I'm so scatterbrained. And I work really hard to try to be organized. And it's funny, because my if you go into my office and you look at my desk and my work area, it is very clean and it is very organized. And then if you walk into my house, it's not a hovel. It's not like filthy or gross. I mean, we clean it and we pick up and clean, but it's not like organized. There's still little kid stuff everywhere. Even if I had just like 10 minutes ago literally done a clean sweep, there is still stuff everywhere, and papers are stuffed in a drawer, and you don't open about 50% of the drawers in my kitchen because they're all junk drawers. Um it's almost a physical representation of me. Those people who meet me in my work life, I work very hard in my professional setting, in no matter what I'm doing, be it streaming, be it my real big person job, be it any type of um, side jobs that I have, side projects. I'm very organized. I'm very clean. I'm very it's about the process. It's about clean. It's getting the job done. It's about being efficient. And then I think I spend all of my energy doing that when I come home and my safe space, when I am not pretending to be this put together, organized, boss bitch, I come home and it's just like my brain, it's like, I'm not even going to say ladies, because I know some men wear shapewear too. It's like when you take off your shapewear and it's just like, that's what it's like. My brain and everything else just goes, oh, I can breathe. Like you spend all your day like all put together, and then you just relax, and it all is imperfect. There are people in my life right now, friends, really good, dear friends, and people who love me and care about me, who I am still afraid to lean on and still afraid to open up to. And it's not because I don't trust them. Actually, I trust them so much. I trust them 100%. No, I trust them 90%, because there's a part of me, there's about 10% of me that is afraid to let my guard down and afraid to not be perfect for them, because I want to be perfect for them. So I don't tell them when I'm sad, and I don't tell them when I'm hurting, and I don't tell them. And, when it's all said and done and I've gotten over it, or, I have worked through it, or I powered through, or I've figured it out, or whatever you want to call it, then I say, hey, I know I've been XYZ. This is sort of what's going on in my life. I let them know afterwards. And they're like, why didn't you talk to me? Why did you feel you had to do it by yourself? Why did you feel like you had to go through it alone? Why? Well, I'm here for you. Just why? And the reason why is because I'm afraid of not being perfect for them. I'm afraid of being flawed. So I don't let them in, and I don't let them help, and I don't let them know when I'm hurting. And because I don't ask for help, because I don't want people to think that I'm not put together and I'm not perfect, I isolate myself. And then I wonder why I feel so alone. I mean, I literally just did this like 4 days ago. I was struggling with something and it was just a bad day and things weren't going right and I was struggling and I had all these people who were chatting with me and talking with me and asking me how I was doing and how my day was and I'm good. I'm good. It's my answer. I'm good. Because if they say you're fine, people know something's wrong. So I've learned that, oh, I'm good. I'm good, which is a lie because I'm not good. I don't want to be drama. I don't want to be not, I don't want to be weak. I don't want to be a burden. I don't want to be abandoned. I don't want to be alone. I have these wonderful people and these wonderful people who are smart and they're good looking and they're funny and they're loving and they make me feel good. And I don't want to lose that. So I keep to myself a part of me that isn't perfect, the imperfect part. I hide my hangups and my insecurities, and when they do something that might trigger something, I keep it swallowed and I put the smile on my face. Sure, no, I'm fine. I'm good. And that's not fair to them. I spend a lot of time saying this, and it's true. And I say it a lot because I have to remind myself of this, that I have to have faith in my friends. I have to have faith in my friends that when I make a mistake, that they are going to love me and care enough about me for us to talk it out. And I try very hard not to make huge, major mistakes, but I might. But I got to have faith that we're going to work through it. And if we don't work through it, then it's a lesson learned. But I make mistakes. And I am terrified of making mistakes and I hate making them. Maybe I hate making them because I make them so often. I grew up thinking if I wasn't perfect and if I made mistakes, that I was a failure. And in a roundabout way, I did the whole take your mistakes and learn from them and make them a lesson, make them a positive. I mean, I did that in a roundabout sort of way. I made the mistake and thought, well, crap, I don't want to do that again because I didn't think, oh, I made this mistake. Let it be a growing moment. No, I didn't do that. I said, shit, I made a mistake. I don't want to do that again. So I'm going to learn so I don't look like a moron the next time. That's what I did. I learned the lesson, just probably not in the most healthy way, which is why I'm here, which is why I do these videos. I'm not perfect. I am so not perfect. I'm wholly, wholly imperfect. And I think every time let's be honest. Every time I record one of these videos and we edit it and it gets ready to be posted, I am terrified. I am terrified not because I'm afraid whether you're going to like it or not. I am terrified because I'm talking about my damage. I'm terrified because I'm talking about making mistakes. I'm terrified because I'm exposing all of my garbage. And I am terrified that the people that are watching this are going to judge me, that my loved ones are going to run. I don't know. I'm terrified of not being perfect. And here I am not being perfect. And maybe that's why I do this. Maybe it's not just to help other people, but maybe it's because you guys are helping me. You guys are helping me learn how to trust because I'm not perfect. I make mistakes all the time. I make lots of mistakes all the time. And I do these videos showing my imperfections and not being perfect and not being put together and being emotionally damaged and completely all my hangups, my depression, my anxiety, my trauma. Maybe I should. No, I share these things because I don't want you to feel alone in the world of social media. You don't have to talk to me. You don't have to comment on my videos. You don't have to like it if you don't want to. You can watch it. And if watching it makes you feel a little better about not being perfect, a little better about being broken, and a little less alone because someone out there is willing to put their crap on the World Wide Web and not in a jackass like skateboard down and hit my nuts and I'm going to do some stupid prank, like legitimately put my crap out there. All my brokenness out there. And it's going to help you feel a little less alone. Then I've done my job. And that's okay. And that's what I want. I make these videos because I want to share myself. Because I have things to say. Because it's important to me to help other people like me who feel that they need to be put together. They have it all together. Who feel alone and they feel isolated because they feel like they can't be imperfect. You can't have a flaw. And that you have to have it all together. I don't have it all together. Not anywhere close. If this video has found you, I want you to know I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. I've done a lot of damage. And I get up every day and I embrace the chaos. And it's okay for you to not be perfect. And if you're not ready to let down that guard, if you're not ready to embrace the imperfection yet, that's okay. Take your time, one step at a time. And you can watch this over and over and over and over again if you want, till you're ready. And just know there's a whole bunch of imperfect people out there who are good people. And you're a good person. Being a good person doesn't mean you have to be perfect. Sometimes the best people are the most imperfect. And that's okay. So, have a great day. And we'll see you next time. There are people out there putting on the perfect and editing the video for the perfect makeup. And I'm just like, look at this. Look. My eyeliner is literally melting off my face. What a perfect way to end, to end the imperfection video. Have a crazy day, folks.